Ever wondered how to make a perfect Instant Pot stew? It's easier than you think. A good stew is a symphony of flavors, a perfect blend of hearty ingredients and aromatic spices, simmered to perfection. And the Instant Pot? It's your orchestra conductor, ensuring each element plays its part to create a delicious harmony. Whether it's a cozy night in or a bustling family gathering, this stew is the ultimate culinary delight. Get ready to start cooking a delectable Instant Pot stew that will impress even the toughest critics. First things first, you need to gather your ingredients. Let's start with a pound of beef, the star of our stew. Its rich flavor and tender texture after slow cooking will make your stew irresistible. Next, we'll need a couple of carrots and potatoes. These earthy root vegetables will give the stew some body and a comforting, homey taste. Don't forget about the onions and garlic, our aromatic friends that infuse the stew with their pungent and slightly sweet flavors. A handful of fresh herbs like rosemary and thyme will add a hint of freshness and complexity to the stew. We also need a quart of beef broth to create that luscious, savory base. And of course, a splash of Worcestershire sauce for that tangy, slightly sweet flavor and a hint of spice. Lastly, a dash of salt and pepper to taste, the simple seasonings that elevate all the other flavors in the pot. Once you've gathered all your ingredients, you're ready to start cooking. Now it's time to prepare your Instant Pot. Start by plugging it in and ensuring the inner pot is clean and dry. The sauté function is your best ally in this culinary adventure. It's perfect for browning meat or sautéing vegetables before pressure cooking, enhancing flavors and adding depth to your stew. To use it, simply press the sauté button and adjust the heat level as needed. Remember, a well-prepared Instant Pot is the first step to a delicious stew. With your Instant Pot ready to go, it's time to start cooking. Scene script. This is where the magic happens. Cooking your stew. Let's get started. Once your Instant Pot is all set up and your ingredients are prepped, it's time to get cooking. We'll begin by switching the Instant Pot to the sauté setting. This will allow us to brown our meat, which is a crucial step in adding depth of flavor to our stew. Once the pot is hot, add in your meat, being careful not to overcrowd the pot. You may need to do this in batches. Once your meat is beautifully browned, remove it from the pot and set it aside. Now, into the same pot, add your finely chopped onions, carrots, and celery. These will sauté in the delicious juices left behind by the meat, absorbing all that rich flavor. Stir these around until they've softened and become fragrant. Now it's time for our herbs and spices. Add your favorite blend, perhaps some thyme, rosemary, and a bay leaf for a classic stew flavor. Sauté these with your vegetables for a couple of minutes to really unlock their aromatic potential. Next, reintroduce your meat to the pot, along with any juices that have collected on the plate. Pour in your stock, making sure it covers the ingredients. This liquid will form the base of our stew, infusing it with a hearty, savory flavor. Now it's time to let the Instant Pot do its thing. Secure the lid and set the pot to pressure cook on high. For a tender, melt-in-your-mouth stew, we recommend a cooking time of around 1 hour. Here's a quick tip. If you're using root vegetables like potatoes or parsnips, add them in about half an hour before the end of the cooking time. This will ensure they're perfectly cooked and not mushy. After the cooking time is up, allow the pressure to release naturally for about 10 minutes before doing a quick release. This will make your stew safer to open and also allow the flavors to meld together beautifully. And there you have it. Your stew is now simmering away in your Instant Pot, ready to be served. So, how simple was that? We've journeyed together through the process of creating a scrumptious Instant Pot stew. Let's quickly recap. First, gathered our ingredients. Remember, the fresher, the better. Your choice of meat, a medley of vegetables, and of course, the herbs and spices that give your stew that unique flavor. Next, we prepared Instant Pot, ensuring it was clean and ready to work its magic. Then came the exciting part, cooking the stew. It was all about layering the flavors, starting with browning the meat, followed by sautéing the vegetables, and finally, letting everything simmer together until the flavors melded into a mouth-watering stew. Don't forget, this recipe is just a guide. Feel free to get creative and experiment with different ingredients, spices, and cooking times. The kitchen is your playground. Now go ahead, serve up your delicious Instant Pot stew, and enjoy the compliments that are sure to come your way. And remember to subscribe for more easy food videos.